Hello to you, my cosmic dragon friends. We are back again with another reading, and instead of piles of cards or crystals, I have something super fun for us today. You guys know I'm a bit whimsical. You remember the unicorn reading, right? Well, today we have 3 Hello Kitty surprise plush boxes. These are blind boxes. I don't know what's in them. I haven't opened them. They're still sealed. So what we're going to do is see which box you feel most drawn to, and I will reveal which toy it is in your reading. So I'm really excited about this. I love Hello Kitty. I'm sure you do too. This is going to be a spiritual guidance, energy update type reading. I don't know exactly where it's going to go, but I know it's going to be fun. So take a moment, see if you're drawn to 1, 2, or 3. Timestamps will be in the description below, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, group number 1, box number 1. Okay, you've selected the first surprise plush box. This is from the Hello Kitty Ice Cream Summer Surprise box range from Claire's Accessories. The tarot cards I have chosen for you is the Lightseers Tarot. I'm going to put them to one side and we're going to find out which plush toy we have here. Oh my goodness, if I can open this. I'm excited because I haven't opened any of these yet. And I don't know which one's it's going to be. They must make the boxes so hard to open, which is really frustrating if you're a collector and you like to try and keep the boxes intact, because it's not always possible. So, who do we have in here? All right. Official Sanrio merch. Here we go. We have... Oh, is that my Melody? That's my Melody. Oh, isn't she cute? Isn't she a sweetheart? Look at that. Adorable. The My Melody ice cream. Very pink and girly. My Melody is quite pink and girly, to be fair. Kind of a very young energy that comes through with My Melody. She's adorable. Very cute. One of Hello Kitty's friends. Oh, it's a keyring as well. Oh, that's adorable. I'll be able to hang these up. Okay. She's got a little cherry on top because, of course, she has. There's a very innocent energy here, I feel, for you, group number 1. Very innocent, girly, sweet energy. I feel like we're possibly going to be speaking to your inner child today as well. I think that's going to be a theme anyway with toys, obviously. But there's a very gentle, almost, and the shape of this one, it's almost jester-like. There's something about this that just says like court jester, or it's evocative of the energy of the card 0 from the Major Arcana of the Tarot, the Fool card. So there's a very sweet, innocent energy there, but also can be a little bit naive, but also wants to jump into things. Maybe there's a message there not to jump in too fast to new things and to pay attention. Not be naive, not allow other people to mislead you. Don't be too trusting, perhaps. That could be a message for some people. Remember, this is a group reading, so only take the parts that make sense for you, leave the ones that don't. But what's interesting is the sort of ice cream cone that they've placed her in almost looks like a little upside down pink witch's hat, doesn't it? So there could be like a little pink, girly, fairy core kind of witchy vibe going on here for some of my group number 1s. It's adorable. So we're going to pop My Melody over here. There we go. Sit there next to Pusheen. There we go. Oh, and let's take a look at your reading. That's adorable. That's very cute. All right. Okay, let's see what messages we have for group number 1. What messages from your spirit guides? What you need to know right now? Any kind of energy update? I've got cards throwing themselves in my lap. So let's take a look. Temperance. We're starting to talk about balance. Okay, 6 of Swords, 5 of Wands, and the Empress, which I'm just going to get a little shell here for her. There we go, because she's not wearing a bra. Actually, let's use this big crystal. There we go. Let's keep YouTube happy. All right. There's a little bit of crystal censorship going on here. Don't want to get flagged for nudity. All right. So, balance. 6 of Swords is usually moving on from something, moving forwards from something that may have been very difficult. Difficulties coming to an end, reaching the new shore, stepping off the boat finally. She's got a suitcase in hand here. She looks a bit windswept. She looks like she's been through it. So it does feel like there is an energy of new beginnings here. And I mean, with the Empress, that would be very appropriate as well. The Empress is the divine feminine energy in all its glory and all its power as well. But the Five of Wands is a very difficult energy, very confrontational, very tricky, difficult. So it feels like difficulties that need to be brought into balance for you. There's a very feminine energy here as well. So obviously gender doesn't matter because we all carry both the masculine and the feminine energies within us, but it does feel like it's the feminine energy that's going to be taking the lead moving forwards here. So it feels very much like moving beyond struggle and difficulty, moving beyond people who may have been holding you back, maybe leading you astray, sending you running around in circles. Maybe you've been in a job or a relationship or a situation with a family member or a friend where they've been making you run around after them and do all of these things for them, and it's just been exhausting and your life has been out of balance as a result. That's what I feel for some of the people watching here. Obviously, it'll be different for everybody. So, Six of Swords, it is a positive new beginning, and it feels like you might have had to step out of your comfort zone somewhat and maybe do things that other people would accuse you of being unkind or mean or selfish. And you have to remember, if it's your life, you are allowed to be selfish. That is 100% okay. All right, you're allowed to put yourself first sometimes. In fact, you must. And I like how on the Six of Swords card we have 6 crows instead of 6 swords on this one. And I want to say with the crows, it's like your intuition leading you forwards, guiding you, so looking ahead. So these 3 are like scouting up ahead to make sure that you're safe, make sure no one's following you. And these 3 are literally pulling your boat onto land. They're the intuition literally leading you forwards, even if you're not sure what to do, trusting that intuition and trusting that it will take you to the right place, away from difficulty, away from confrontation, from arguments, from unnecessary drama, shall we say, that you'd really rather not be involved in. And it feels like that's one of the lessons here. And on the Temperance card, we do have the moon and the sun. And as I'm filming this, we're coming up to a very rare super full moon tomorrow. Now, this reading is intended as timeless, so it doesn't matter when you're finding it, but that energy is within this reading for you. So there is something very big that's about to have a lot of a light shed on it for you. If it hasn't already, it may have already happened, which is great. Now, it's interesting because I'm actually wearing a new ring today. It's not gold or anything, it's just something I found in a charity shop at the weekend, because you guys know I like my charity shops. And it's this gorgeous snake, and it actually has an eye missing. It's got its left eye, but its right eye is missing. And I actually rather like that. I rather like that for the snake, because it has its intuitive eye and it's lost its sort of more grounded physical ego eye. So it's literally running on intuition. To me, symbolically, it's only got its left eye, so it's leading itself from its intuition. And I absolutely love that symbolism there. Yes, so let's get some more cards. 4 of Wands, yes. That's where we want to be. And 3 of Wands, interesting. Okay, so there's a lot of fire here. So it does feel like there's possibly been a lot of confrontation, maybe dealing with very difficult, demanding, fiery people, maybe literally fire signs. So that would be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. With the 4 of Wands, though, I mean, that is the happy, stable home, generally. That's what we look for. That can be a marriage. That can be, some sort of settled family situation. It's very much in the 3D, in the here and now, because it's number 4. And number 4 is a very grounded physical number. So it's not that we're talking about something etheric here or spiritual. It feels like a very real-world situation that we're looking at here. So it feels like being taken beyond difficulties, perhaps in a relationship or a concrete situation that's part of your very foundation, because the 4 of Wands is about foundations. 4s are about foundations. And then with the 3 of Wands over here, it's about waiting for the new to come in. The Empress is depicted as being pregnant. You can't see because I've had to cover her up a little bit, but she is. So it's about fertility, but it's about new ideas, something new coming in. We've got the full moon here, we've got the full moon there, we've got the full moon tomorrow. So very strong connection to the full moon, which is about shedding light. It's also when the moon is at its fattest, so it's also in a way the mother goddess represented by the full moon. So it feels to me like waiting for something new to happen, waiting for your ships to come in is the energy of the Three of Wands usually. And you see she stood there with a surfboard waiting for the tide to be right, waiting for the conditions to be right for her to dive in with her surfboard. And these two cards are number 3s as well. Now, you guys know I'm a numerologist, so number 3 is the number of the divine blueprint. It is about manifesting and creating your reality. So it's not a disempowered energy, not just simply waiting. It's waiting and knowing and trusting the intuition that we're looking at here. So you may find yourself in a waiting period, perhaps having got out of a more difficult situation in some part of your life, or being in the process of doing that and waiting for the new to actually come in here. And it is happening because the universe is pregnant with these possibilities for you. They're going to come in. It's wonderful. 2 of Cups. Oh yes, that's gorgeous. 4 of Pentacles. Okay. Oh. And King of Wands on the bottom. So for some people, this is a literal relationship. I mean, it could be a friendship, could be an opportunity for success as well, I want to say, with the King of Wands. So it could be a work situation. But for some people, it's literally a relationship, because the 2 of Cups very often depicts the beginning of a relationship or a friendship. It's very loving energy, very beautiful energy, lots of emotion, lots of water there as well. 4 of Pentacles, we can be a little bit perhaps defensive here, I think. So I think part of the message is to keep your boundaries up, but only as far as they are needed. And that could be a lesson. Boundaries could be something that you're trying to learn at the moment. Maybe it's something that you haven't really had the opportunity to learn how to have in your lifetime. Maybe you weren't permitted to have them as a child. Maybe boundaries have always been an issue for you. Or maybe you have them too strongly. Maybe you keep too many people out and you have too many walls up. So take how it resonates for you. Take it how it makes sense for you. But certainly I do feel that there is protection here for you. It does feel like new offers coming in. New offers for the right reasons as well, because we go to the Hierophant next on the bottom of the deck, which I wasn't planning to look at, but there it is. So Hierophant, King of Wands. Yeah, so the Hierophant, the High Priest, he does things in the right way. He's quite traditional. He is kind of the archetypal husband figure as well. So for some people, this is a literal relationship situation. King of Wands is very passionate, very hardworking, very forward moving as well. So the forward movement is coming in here, and I feel that's what you've been waiting for. So it could be that somebody is coming in to help you, assist you to move forwards in your life as you wish it to be, but also to help you find that balance within your life, because this seems to be the keystone here. This is kind of the kingpin around which all of the other cards rotate, is the Temperance card on 14.5. So I do believe it is about your mind, finding balance, harmony and calm within your mind. And that could be something you're working on at the moment. Maybe you've been thinking about trying mindfulness meditation or something like that, or having therapy, counselling. That might be a nudge for you to look into that and see if that's something you want to do. But it is about finding that balance within the mind so that you can feel calmer and more certain in your decisions moving forwards, and also perhaps not be naive, to see things with your eyes open, and to learn how to act rather than reacting if you have some old patterns that keep you stuck in old cycles. So I just went to put the Light Seers Tarot away, and this card shot off the bottom, obviously wanted me to look at it. It's the Two of Swords. So 2s are about choices, of course. We have 2 choices, 2 ends of the seesaw. It's the symbol of duality in this reality, in numerology. But with the Two of Swords, I feel like you're going to be presented with a choice. And again, we have the 2 of Cups, so there's more than one 2 on the table here. 2 of Swords, I think it's going to be a choice. You're going to be given the opportunity to transcend old patterns, to move beyond old ways, old habits that have held you back, old unpleasant situations, karmic cycles that you've been stuck in. And that will be your choice whether you wish to take that opportunity or not. Nobody will ever force you to grow. No one will ever force you to heal. That is always your decision, your path, when you do it, how you do it. And there's no judgment here, absolutely, you know. Healing is not a linear path, and it's certainly not easy, which is why I would say most people don't do it. It's frightening and it's painful and it's difficult, but it is worth it. Yeah, there is going to be a decision, and I feel your mind may fight you if you're trying to quieten it down. So I'm talking about the ego mind, what the Buddhists would call the monkey mind. It's just that computer that's always running in our head that makes us believe that it's us. It's not us. It's just computer programs running in your head telling you things like, oh, it must be time for dinner. Here's how to read. We program it throughout our lives. It's not the instinctive higher aspects of self. It's just basically a bunch of computer programs running in our head, saying things that we've learned over the years, whether they're true or not. We may have learned really unhelpful thought patterns like, oh, I'm really stupid. Everyone thinks I'm ugly. Nobody likes me. Or we may have learned helpful things like, I am loved purely for the fact that I exist. I am good enough. I am, a good person, that sort of thing. Again, they're only programs that run in the ego mind. The higher self knows what is true and what is not true. And we can learn to become the observer of the ego mind as well, and disagree with some of those thoughts when they pop up, because you don't have to believe everything you think. I really love that. Let's say that again. Don't believe everything you think. Okay, some of those thoughts you may have learned from other people, and they may not be true, or they may not be true for you. So it feels like a bit of a journey of the mind and the heart coming up for you, Group 1. Very interesting times. Comes with great opportunities for learning, for growth, for success. But also I want to say, don't put too much pressure on yourselves. You don't have to conquer the world. I'm going to clear these cards away, and we're going to have a look at your oracle cards. Okay, as if by magic the table is clear. Let's bring in, you want to go there first. My guides want these ones first. Let's bring in some, okay, that was fast. And you want this one as well. All right then, let's find out what they are. You are the universe. Yes, you are. You are the universe in human form. Transformation. There it is. There's your confirmation. And nothing has gone wrong. Yes, even in the midst of everything changing and seeming to fall apart, please know that nothing has gone wrong. You haven't done anything wrong. Everything's okay, even if it's not. And I know that it can sound very glib to say that, because very often things are very much not okay and not all right. But ultimately they will be. Ultimately everything will be okay. So 29, you are the universe. 29, 11, 2, very spiritual energy. It is about wisdom, and it is about higher learning, but also about choices and decisions, because it reduces to 11 and then to 2. Transformation on 19, 10, 1. So beginning of a new cycle. 19 is where we're ending the teen cycle, beginning the 20 cycle. So this could literally be about teenagers in your life, or people who are becoming young adults, children becoming young adults. Or it could be you that's at that age at the moment, or maybe you just feel as if you're finally becoming an adult and things are changing and shifting in your life. But a very interesting, transformative time of higher spiritual growth and learning, really understanding some higher spiritual truths. And I want to bring in some protection here for you as well with this card. I love this one with the yin yang on there, and the dragons, lovely red dragons around the edges. Very protective energy with the dragon showing up for you here, just to let you know. Let's bring in our red dragon. Here he is. To let you know that you are protected at this time. You may feel very drawn to dragons. Maybe that's why you're here on Cosmic Dragon Tarot, and you're very welcome. I always try to make a protective, energetic space for people who come here. So duality, balance, that's what this symbol represents, isn't it? And the 4 elements, the balance of the 4 directions, the 4 elements, all the different aspects of life. But it's also the concrete reality, the here and now, because again it's number 4 with the 4 directions. So it's very much about bringing your physical conscious reality into balance, into harmony, but through higher spiritual knowing and transformation, perhaps healing as well. So there's a beautiful message of protection here as well, coming through from the dragon realms for you, group number 1. Let's see what else we've got here for you. Abundance, yes, on number 1. The World on 36.9. Plane on 26.8, Owl on 23.5. I'm loving this. On the bottom we have Flowers on 11.2, so there's another 11. 29 is also an 11. 2 plus 9 is 11. 11 reduces to 2. So wonderful. I'm really liking this for you, group 1. I have to say this is very auspicious, very positive, very powerful. Even if you're having a difficult time of things, or if you have been having a difficult time. Well, number one, abundance. It says, lucky times are ahead of you, along with good news, success and prosperity. Yes, even if it feels like you're having to start from nothing or start from square one again, or starting all over again, for example, financially, or... And abundance doesn't have to just be money, but money is probably the most obvious representation of abundance in this 3D reality, isn't it? I mean, you have an abundance of love, of friendship, of support, of physical stuff, you know, lots of different things. But money is always the one that everyone wants, isn't it? Because it's the one most of us are lacking. But it does feel like it's an abundance of everything, an abundance of joy potentially here, but success and money. That's what I do feel for you. With the world on 36-9, 36, one of my favourite numbers, very positive, auspicious and spiritual number for manifesting, for making things happen. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. Yes, so huge opportunities coming in, beginning a new cycle, ending an old one. Plane 26-8, so there could literally be travel coming up. It says a journey is indicated either physically or metaphorically. Your life will become more full. Yeah, it could literally be a journey, moving to another city, another town, another country, perhaps for work, perhaps for going back home after a relationship has ended and you're moving back to your hometown or nearer to where your family are. That's possible too, but it does feel like the journey is important, even if there are tears, even if there is sadness connected to the journey. And it's not necessarily an aeroplane, you know, it could be a car journey, train journey, even by foot. There is some sadness, I feel. There's a wistful energy with this card today. So I'm not going to say it's all going to be easy and sunshine and rainbows, but it is necessary and it is worth it as well. There's a lot of stars here on these cards as well. So it does feel like you're being cosmically guided. I've got stars on the owl card here as well. So the owl on 23-5, and I like this very much. Number 23 is, in numerology, I talk about it a lot because it's one of my favourite numbers, one of my numbers. 23-5 is the Icarus mind. It is where we fly high in the mind. And of course, an owl literally flies, it has wings. So we have a winged messenger here for you, a winged guardian that can see in the night, in the night sky, who can guide you through the darkness, who can help you, metaphorically speaking, to help guide you through the darkness of your mind if necessary, or the darkness of other people's judgments, thoughts, words, to help you rise above them. I'll just read the card. It says, there are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. Oh, look at that. Talking about transition again. Exactly what I've been saying. Ending a cycle, beginning a new one. So it's this transitional, transformational energy that you are in at the moment, my group ones. And then on the bottom, I'll just show you this card, which was flowers. On number 11, be generous, success and emotional fulfillment are yours. Yes, they will be if they're not already. Very beautiful, very soft energy with the flowers here, I think. And there is a little reminder to share your good fortune with others, because you will have enough to be able to share soon enough. Okay, let's get some of these. The Wishcraft Oracle. Let's have a look. Messages we got from my group one, please. Oops, card's falling out again. Happy sleep pillow on another 19. 19. Love it. Love that numerology repeating itself. They're obviously making a point here. You may feel literally exhausted and burnt out at the moment. 30, wish upon a star. And 15, a woo. Okay. The wolf card. Where's the howling wolf? Okay, so 19, happy sleep pillow. I sleep well and have good dreams. Yeah, you may be exhausted. This little girl here on her pillow, surrounded by lavender fields, helping her sleep. Lavender, I assume it's lavender. Maybe it may not be, looks like a representation of some kind. You may actually want to use like a lavender sleep spray, or maybe that's something you do. Maybe you enjoy lavender essential oils, you find it calming, or maybe that's a nudge for you to look into that to see if that's something that would help you, particularly if you've not been sleeping well. There's a reminder here to sleep. There is a reminder certainly to get enough rest, especially if you're feeling burnt out, which I think a lot of my group ones are. Wish upon a star, yes, and that comes in on 3 energy again. You remember we had those 2 number 3 cards. We had the 3 of Wands and the Empress over here earlier. Now we have number 30, and 30 reduces to 3. 3 plus 0 is 3. But it comes in with the energy of the 0, which is the unlimited possibility of number 0, which is a very exciting, very powerful number. It's the void, but everything springs from the void. The void is unlimited possibility. So, wish upon a star. I am made from the stuff of stars. I matter. I commented on the stars here, didn't I, on these cards? They were jumping out at me. So clearly there's something, I want to say celestial. We are moving into new timelines, new celestial timelines at the moment, new higher energetic timelines. So it could be that you are literally moving on to a higher timeline. So your life is going to start looking different. You are moving into a different energetic vibration. So your life is going to be changing in many wonderful ways. And things might feel a little bit strange to start with. But I feel you will find your tribe, you will find the people that you resonate with, even if there are people that you just don't want to spend time with anymore. Could be friends, family, work colleagues, exes, you know, maybe there are people that just don't resonate with you anymore. And that does happen when we go through these transitional phases, doesn't it? We find that maybe we just don't resonate with the people we used to hang out with anymore. And it may be time to find your new tribe. So howl for them and they will find you. Just like wolves howl to know where the other wolves in their pack are. And again, we've got another full moon here, which is very symbolic, very powerful. And then we've got earth here, earth here. And it's interesting because we had the moon and the earth on the temperance card, didn't we? And I kept pointing those out. So we've got earth and moon, earth and moon. Could literally be about a divine counterpart relationship here as well with those 2 celestial bodies. I feel that's possible too. But very beautiful energy here. And there's a reminder as well that there's no need to hang out with people who drag you down, make you feel bad about yourself anymore. It's just not necessary. Go find your tribe. They will find you soon enough, even if you feel alone at the moment. You will be guided to find new friends, new colleagues, new loved ones, new lovers. You know, whoever you need will show up on your path if you allow your intuition to guide you. So we're just going to finish with a guardian angel card here for you. Okay. Inspiration. A wave of inspiration and a stream of beautiful ideas are about to enter your aura. It is important that you trust your intuition at this time. What was I saying? Pay attention to unusual thoughts that come to your mind and do not discount your imagination. That's true. Your guides very often will talk to you through what feels like and looks like your imagination. It's just a very useful screen in your mind for them to project images onto. Many wonderful ideas which have served humanity were initially scoffed at or ridiculed. We, your guardian angels, will help you discover ways to apply your ideas and manifest new realities for your life. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that for you, my group ones. And I just saw 2727 on the timer, so 27-9, 27-9, very interesting numerology. Very much moving into a much more mystical era in your life, I want to say. I feel like you're coming to the end of a cycle for sure, and you're about to begin a new one if you haven't already. So don't be afraid, you've got this. I believe in you. Feel free to watch another pile if another pile resonates too. I've got lots more readings on my channel as well. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. I will see you in the next one, and you take very, very good care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 2. This is your box. We're going to open it in just a second. I have the Guardian of the Night Tarot here for you guys. Let's put it to one side and find out what's in our blind box. These are so hard to open. Seriously, it's like they use a whole ton of glue just to stick these down. Goodness me. All right. Ooh, there we are. Let's open the bag, find out who we've got. Which Hello Kitty character do we have for group number 2? We have Hello Kitty. I knew this was going to be Hello Kitty because I had in my mind it's going to be Hello Kitty, and I'm going to say, oh, I've got main character energy here, group 2. And I thought, no, don't be silly, Helen. And of course it was. Anyone would think I was a bit psychic, right? Interesting. Right. So, you got Hello Kitty, you got the main character. Congratulations. I don't know if that means you won. Anyway, in some ways, maybe it does. Yes, this is great actually, because like I said, main character energy here. Hello Kitty, a lot of people think Hello Kitty is a cat. She's not. She's a little girl who wears a cat costume, and she actually has a pet cat called Charmy Kitty. So you may actually have a cat. You may love cats. Maybe that's why you're here. Of course, this is Hello Kitty as a gorgeous little ice cream, because why not? Lovely strawberry, very girly kind of energy here with Hello Kitty. But also Hello Kitty hides her face, so we don't actually know who she is. I don't think we ever see her human face. So perhaps you have been hiding who you really are, and it's time for you to step into your main character energy at the moment, to be the protagonist of your life rather than a supporting actor in somebody else's. So let's get our cards and get the messages for my group twos. My group twos came in on the energy of Hello Kitty, who is coming up on 50, would you believe, this year? She's going to be 50. Does that make you feel old? Makes me feel old, right? Okay, she's older than I am by a few years, but not by many. Okay, 8 of Pentacles. I'm actually the same age as Garfield. Page of Wands for the record. 21, the World. I'm liking this. Your hard work paying off. Mastery. 5, the Hierophant. 8 of Wands. Oh. 2 of Cups. Interesting. Okay, we are getting a little bit of repeating energy from pile 1. I felt almost like pile 2 was a continuation of pile 1 into the future. So maybe pile 1 would resonate for your past or something you've recently been through. That's possible. Obviously, if you are drawn to another pile, you can watch more than one. Of course you can. Wow, I'm liking this a lot. I am liking this. Moving into greater levels of satisfaction. I feel you've been working very hard. I feel like you've been trying to do things the right way as well. Maybe things have been hard for you in your life as well. It feels like you're a very hard worker. With the wasp here and the wasp's nest, I've watched wasps creating a nest, and it's really remarkable. It's amazing to watch them work, how they can turn bits of tree bark into what looks like paper, and incredibly fast. And they build their nests so speedily. It's quite remarkable to watch. So, Page of Wands. Pages are messengers, and obviously we have this bird here as well. I'm not sure what sort of bird that would be, this black bird. It doesn't look like a blackbird, it looks more like a crow, but and then we've got this red moon behind it as well, like the dark moon. So it feels like messages from the subconscious perhaps, and looking backwards, looking back at where you've been and what you've been through. And with the mice here as well, or rats, sorry, are they rats? I think they're rats. Looking backwards, maybe you've been playing very small for a lot of your life. Maybe you didn't believe that you were worthy or deserving or clever enough to have the things that you would have liked to have, or that other people seem to achieve effortlessly, and everything seems like it's been a lot more work for you, a lot harder. You've had to apply yourself more to get where you want to go. But it feels like that's shifting at the moment, and not out of the blue, but it will go quickly. I like the snake on this card here because I'm wearing my new snake ring, as I mentioned in pile 1. There's always speed coming in with the 8 of Wands, and that speed can be reckless. That speed can indicate an opportunity that comes in for a short time. It may be time dependent. So literally there could be an opportunity coming in for a short time which isn't going to last. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. Okay, sometimes opportunities come in just to show us what's available and what is possible in the world. Sometimes we meet, a soulmate, but it's at the quote unquote wrong time, because we met the right person at the wrong time, because we're being shown somebody that perhaps we will be with in the future, or we're being shown somebody to raise our standards, or give an example of how things could be better in our lives, for example. Because the 8 of Wands, I have got it here next to the 2 of Cups, which is about new loving relationships and friendships. So very often the 2 of Cups does indicate a new relationship, and there's this red moon disc again behind the 2 of Cups and on this message card here. So it could be literally a message coming in from somebody who has a crush on you, or who would like to initiate a relationship. And this could be literally a very serious relationship, because I've also got the World here in the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is mastery, working hard. Maybe you've worked hard on your emotional well-being, your mental health perhaps. Maybe you're at a position now where you are ready to have a serious long-term relationship, or you desire that. And it feels like for some people watching, that's actually what's going to happen. That could be the message for some of you. Obviously, we're not only talking about love today, we are going for spiritual guidance, but that is one of the messages coming through. So very important. But what I like here is the elephants with their trunks. They're filling up each other's cups. So it could be a turning point in an existing relationship. And again, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a friendship. It could be with a family member. We could even be talking about your work situation here, but it feels very supportive because both elements, interesting, both elephants and elements are filling up each other's cups. And we've got the caduceus here of healing with this lovely lion head at the top there as well, invoking the sun energy and healing as well, and great wisdom, and the energy of Sirius as well. And we are about to witness the heliacal rise of Sirius as I'm filming this. And this is timeless, so it doesn't matter when you are finding it, but there is that connection there in this reading. Okay. Wow. Real main character energy here, guys. Okay. King of Wands. He showed up for pile 1. That's interesting. He wasn't a lion in pile 1. He was actually a person with a lion in the background. So lion and snake. There's definitely some lion and snake energy repeating here. 7 of Pentacles with the little spider. And the sun. Oh, that's lovely. Is that a cougar or a lioness? I'm not sure. On the bottom, King of Swords with this beautiful barn owl. We had owl imagery in the last reading as well, which is interesting because I didn't use these tarot cards for that reading. So again, lots of synchronicities with pile 1 if you feel drawn to that pile. So, King of Wands. All right, passionate new beginnings. The energy of fire, possibly some Leo energy coming through here as well, literally. I want to say Taurus energy here as well for some people. That could be you or people you're connected to. 7 of Pentacles is about planting seeds and watching them grow. But I feel watching them grow faster because it's sat on top of the 8 of Wands with the King of Wands behind that energy. And then the Sun, which is a very happy card. It is victorious. It is being in the sunshine, in the spotlight, in the sunlight. So it could be that somebody is turning their full attention to you. So if we're looking at your romantic life, for example, it could be an existing partner, a new partner, turning their full attention to you. Finally, what you've been waiting for, which is wonderful. This sense of completion and having worked hard, waited perhaps for somebody to be ready to be with you. Maybe they had to leave another relationship before they could be with you, and they wanted to do it the right way, because we have the Hierophant here, which suggests if this is a new relationship where the other person was previously connected, it looks like they wanted to do things the right way. You know, they didn't want to have an affair, they didn't want to have a, you know, and no shade to anyone who does. I'm not here to judge anyone, okay? But it feels like they, for their reasons, wanted to do things the way that they consider to be the right way, okay? And that's beautiful. Or maybe they're about to do that, because this could be still coming to pass. 7 of Pentacles, planting seeds, waiting, being patient. Cats are incredibly patient creatures. They have to be. They are stealth predators. They have to be patient. They have to be quiet. They have to be able to wait for things. And then they will get their meal, or they will get their goal at the end of the day. Very quiet, patient and persistent are words to describe you here, group 2. And I said Hugh, so maybe Hugh is your name or somebody else's name connected to you. Yeah, a lot of hard work has gone into this, and I see great things coming in for you with the World, the Sun, and the 2 of Cups in the future positions here. This is beautiful. This is wonderful. So we could be talking about a new career path, for example, that you've worked and studied hard to reach, that suddenly comes in quite quickly. It feels like when it gets going, it goes fast. Okay, or the opportunities, when they come in, they start to roll quite quickly for you. There's no more waiting around. But there is still a little bit of uncertainty on the bottom with the King of Swords. Maybe you don't trust it yet. Maybe it's a case of, I'll believe it when I see it, which is fair enough. I understand that. I really do. I'm not going to say, no, you have to have blind faith, because we know that's not possible sometimes. You know, we can try with the best will in the world, but sometimes you just can't. Okay. It's hard. It's hard being human. But there is this beautiful wisdom here as well. Rejuvenation, rebirth. And I want to say with the King of Swords, if you are still in a waiting time, or even if things are starting to move forwards for you with the poppies, I think the poppies, I want to say pay attention to your physical body. Make sure your physical needs are being taken care of. You're eating enough, drinking enough water, taking care of yourself physically, getting the right kinds of exercise, or getting massages, or whatever physical therapies, or whatever it is that you need to do to keep your body, your physical body and your mind and emotions just ticking along nicely so that you're feeling okay. All right, so I'm going to put these cards away, then we're going to bring out your oracle cards. Okay, group 2, as if by magic, the table is clear. Let's bring in some oracle cards, see what other messages we have for you, what your spirit guides would like you to know about what's coming up for you. Let your light shine. Well, if that isn't main character energy message, I don't know what is. 45-9, let your light shine. I like how that rhymes. Okay, so 45, 4 plus 5 is 9. Interesting number, 45, and I'm just feeling I need to, excuse me, throat chakra, hello. Just had to pause to have a bit of a cough there. So it feels like it may be difficult for you to speak up. Maybe you're not used to having your voice heard. I'm going to bring in this aqua aura here to help with the throat chakra. I'm going to bring in this turquoise piece as well here. There we go. So turquoise coloured crystals will help to balance and heal your throat chakra, particularly if you have any blockages there. And blockages on the throat chakra can happen if your voice is not heard, or if you feel that you're not able to speak up, or when you do, other people don't listen, for example. I feel that's all about to change. I feel your voice will be heard, and I think it's important that it is. So you may be moving more into the public eye. Maybe your future involves writing books, writing articles that will be read aloud, conferences. Maybe you will be a motivational speaker. Maybe you are. Maybe you'll be teaching other people. Using your voice, I feel, is important, and I think that's how your message will be getting out to the world, the message of wisdom, of what you have learned. And it does feel about talking about things that are reasonably concrete and earthy, I want to say, much as this is a very esoteric looking card. With 45-9, I want to say this is quite day-to-day stuff, and it's lovely. And that can be teaching mindfulness meditation, you know, because it's very simple, you know, and it is something very simple. It's nothing special. Doing mindfulness meditation. It reminds me of a book actually by one of the Zen teachers that I have, called Nothing Special, Living Zen by Charlotte Joko Beck. Because it's nothing special. It's very simple. Enlightenment isn't this crazy bonkers thing. It's actually nothing special. It's completely normal. All right, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. What do you do after enlightenment? Chop wood, carry water. You think you're special? Okay. Soul journey on number 9. I like that. 45-9. 37-10-1. Focus. Okay. Interesting. So yes, I feel there will be a need to actually focus your mind, your heart onto, in some ways, your vocation, because this soul journey indicates that either you are on already or about to begin a new stage in your soul's journey, your spiritual journey, which is very exciting. And this is kind of where you step more into that main character energy I was talking about with Hello Kitty. There could be a link literally to children here as well, to working with children or for children. You know, maybe you're a yoga teacher, a teacher of children, a ballet teacher of children. And I think you help to guide younger people on their own spiritual journey in your own way. And I think that's a very special and magical gift to have, something very important. Whether it's in a formal capacity or an informal capacity does not matter. It might just be one child that you help that lives down the road for you, and you say a few words to them every so often. It doesn't have to be a big deal, you know? And it is a big deal, even if it doesn't seem like it is, okay? Because those words can change someone's whole life, and they can remember them many years into the future. So 37-10-1. So the mystic guiding the blueprint. Wow. Whew. Focus on what you want, the future outcomes that you would like to achieve here, particularly on your spiritual path and your higher path, because I feel like you're being given some options by spirit here. It feels like there's an element of them asking you, your spirit guides asking you, the universe asking you, what would you like to be, do, have, experience? What would you like to do next after this? Because 37-10-1 brings us to the beginning of a new cycle. So with pile number 1, I felt they were already at the end of a cycle. With you, I feel you're not quite there. We're still at 9 here. We haven't quite reached 10, but 10 will come soon enough. The new cycle will begin soon enough once you find your voice, once you find your light, when you start shining it for all to see, or continue doing that, the new opportunities will start to show up and it's going to get exciting. So you will need to be very intentional about your future, I feel, because big changes will be possible as you make that huge spiritual leap forwards. I feel for you, you've been receiving a lot of energetic updates and upgrades. Your spiritual DNA has been upgraded as well here. So you may be physically aware of that. You know, you may be someone who already knows about that sort of thing, which is great. But it may have been making you feel very tired, very fatigued, okay? Or you may have been experiencing what we might call ascension symptoms, where you feel kind of unwell randomly here, there, and everywhere, and you're not quite sure why you feel so tired, or, you know. So there is a little message here to make sure you're getting your rest as well. But I do want to say you are becoming energetically, spiritually more powerful. So remember to be intentional with your words, with your actions, because it will make a difference. And if you're not intentional, you might find that you're manifesting things you didn't want, but you may realize you're doing it and go, oh, did I just manifest that? Well, I didn't mean it when I said X, Y, Z. No. That's always fun. All right. I feel like your guides may actually want to make a point if that's necessary. They may do that just to make a point. It's always fun. Okay. They can be cheeky. Unity. Oh, I love that. 34/7. So a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace and hope. You radiate and attract great love. So, oh, that's gorgeous. 34/7. Really like that. It feels like a romantic partner or a future romantic partner, or somebody very much connected to you, even if it's a platonic relationship, somebody connected with a deep love, the deep love of a soulmate, whether it's romantic or not, will be helping to support and guide you through this time. Transformation. Wow, we had a transformation card in pile 1. It wasn't this one, it was from that deck. So that's interesting. Mountain on 22. Okay, so reach out for the power and strength to make changes, enrich your life and become the person you want to be. That's kind of what we were saying. The mountain on 22, the feet of the goddess. Feet of the goddess, of course. Know that you are protected as you face challenges, but remain cautious. Gorgeous. Again, there's more connections to pile 1 here as well. 15, key, new beginnings, directions and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. Yes, it's all coming in for you now. Cracker on 7. Positive energy surrounds you. Love, joy, and good fortune await. This is exciting. I nearly said this is extensive for some reason. That's the word my mouth wanted to say. So extensive is a word coming through. This is an extensive change in your life. Maybe some people won't even recognize you as you go through these spiritual changes, spiritual upgrades. Find yourself feeling more at peace, like you're living on a higher level, because you're literally living in a higher dimensional energy. So some people will start to fade from your life, other people will come in a lot more strongly, and there could be some very spiritual and psychic experiences coming in here for you as well, for you to embrace, for you to enjoy, for your own spirituality to deepen and heighten, however that looks for you. All right. Wow, this is quite a spiritual pile. I'm liking this one. Okay. Flying broom. I can let go of my mistakes. Yes, so there could be literally some earthly beliefs holding you back at the moment. Perhaps perfectionism for some people, and that can really hold you back on your spiritual journey. You know, I'm just going to share a story. When I was learning mediumship, when I was training to be a medium, and I trained with a number of different teachers. Something that really held me back was when I was told that I needed to sort of put my psychic energy, my psychic ability to one side and only use my mediumistic ability. And for me, the two are intrinsically combined. I can't switch one off without switching the other off. That's ridiculous. That's like somebody saying to me, turn off the right headlight on your car without turning off the left headlight. Well, I can't do that. They don't turn off them, one at a time. They work together. They both come on together. They work together. It doesn't work like that for me. And that really held me back. And it felt like I don't know why this came up, but it did. So I want to say the way some people would teach you when it comes to spiritual subjects may not suit you, and it doesn't mean that you're rubbish or that you're making mistakes, that you're getting everything wrong. Okay, it might just be that the method they're using to teach you isn't right for you, or energetically that you work differently, because we are all different. And this is an important thing to note. Many of us who identify as star seeds, we have origins on different planets, different places. Some people literally originate from Earth, and I think as a result some of our abilities are different as well, so things look different, work differently for us. Okay, so I want you to just bear that in mind. Your spirituality may look very different to somebody else's, and that's okay. All right, it doesn't mean that you're wrong or making a mistake, and there's no need to hold yourself back through worrying about whether you're perfect or whether you're doing it right or not. With your spirituality, chances are you will be doing it right if you're listening to your intuition, letting your guides teach you, and don't worry too much about what other human beings say about that subject. Okay. All right. That's not to say to be arrogant, obviously, and not listen to other people, to other teachers. No, of course we should. You know, people can teach us many things, but just to remember sometimes we are different. And that's true of any subject, to be honest. Some teachers you will resonate with, some teachers you will not. The Crown, I am a good leader on number 3. What was I saying about about lead character energy here? Absolutely moving into lead character energy, sweeping away the old, leaving things behind. With the broom as well, I'm drawn to the besom, the sweeping, the clearing of the space, clearing of the energy before ceremony. So there could be a connection to magical ceremony, spiritual, religious ceremony for you. That could be something that you wish to do again, or maybe you are drawn literally to certain magical ceremonies, magical practices as well for you. But the crown, I'm a good leader. Yes, highlighting the crown chakra, but I want to go a step further. I want to talk about your soul star chakra here. I want to bring the energy of your soul star chakra in. I feel that is the chakra that wants to work with you, wants to be expanded, healed, worked on energetically for you at the moment, and that's what's going to help you to create from that high wisdom, that high knowledge. And it comes in with this very beautiful energy of the tiny little Bambi here. Yes, little baby dear, so cute, so adorable. Yes, and remember to put that tiara on. Okay, remember who the hell you are. You're the main character. Okay, this is your life, not anybody else's. All right, let's get you a guardian angel message. This one's jumping out. Intuition. Okay, let's put my other cards down first. There we go. Trust your intuition and know that what seems logical may not be necessarily right. What did I just say? That's so cheeky. The answer to your question lies inside your heart. Endless possibilities exist for you. Yes. Stop trying to work it all out and feel your way through. We, your angels, will guide you. Trust your feelings. What feels right is right. So there's a strong message to keep following your intuition. I like that it's come through on turquoise blue, like our crystals here. You may feel drawn to turquoise crystal or to aqua aura. If so, maybe it might be time to invest in a little piece of one of those or both of them. Maybe put them next to your bed, carry them in your pocket, or wear them as a necklace. Okay, gorgeous. Loving this energy for you. I've just been told to get one more of these. Happy Poppet, I am enough. And I take that to mean poppet as in the meaning that I would give to poppet, which is kind of like an affectionate term for a child here in England, rather than a voodoo puppet. I don't think that's what we're meaning here. So, happy child. This could be to do with actual inner child healing as well, that's got you to this point on 16/7, moving into higher realms of love, self-love, and mystery. I love this reading for you, Group 2. Okay, so we're going to finish here. Remember, you can watch another pile if one resonates. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Take very good care of yourselves, and I will see you in your next reading. Bye-bye. Hello, Group 3. This is your box. We're going to open it and find out who is inside. I have selected the Midnight Magic Tarot for you because you'll know that I love my mushrooms. Let's take a look, see who we've got inside. You have to excuse how I open these because they are the hardest things in the world to open nicely. They use so much glue. I think it's so people can't sneak a peek inside before they buy them. All right, okay. Who is going to be in this box? Let's find out. We have... This is great because I knew it was going to be him. This is Pom Pom Purin. I just had in my head, it's going to be Pom Pom Purin. It's going to be Pom Pom Purin. It's the doggy. We're getting the dog. Here he is. He is here. He is with us. So could be a connection to dogs. You could be a dog lover. You could have an actual dog, or you might just really like Pom Pom Purin. Isn't he cute in his yellow? With the yellow energy here as well, I've got yellows and browns because they are supposed to be like a little ice cream because that's how weird the world is right now. Lovely yellow. So I want to talk about the solar plexus chakra with Pom Pom Purin. Solar plexus being highlighted here. So this could be a chakra for you to work on. It could be that there is a need to clear a blockage from the solar plexus chakra. And that's very common, to be honest, because the solar plexus chakra, which is the one that sits on the physical solar plexus, which is where you would punch someone if you want to wind them. Please don't do that. Just below the heart is kind of gets clogged up a bit like an emotional dust bin, a bit like an emotional garbage can, okay? So it's like our dumpster fire. That's usually where it's happening. Literally, because it's fire, it's the sun, it's the solar plexus. So it can be a bit of a dumpster fire down there. So there could be a need to clear energetically there. So it might be time to get some Reiki healing, some spiritual healing, maybe to go and see a counsellor, or if you have a regular counsellor that you see, psychotherapist, you know, someone to talk to, or spiritual counsellor, something like that could be very helpful. See what resonates for you. You will know yourself better than I do. Let's sit Pom Pom Purin here. I don't know if I say any of their names correctly, to be honest. I'm not sure how you're supposed to say that. See how Japanese, aren't they, at the end of the day? So I'm trying here. I'm trying, guys. Right. Okay, let's pull some cards. Kind of a lemon feel here as well. It could be a connection to lemons. Lemon flavour. Oh, now I want some lemon ice cream. Oh, come on. I did have some lemon sorbet downstairs. I think I ate it all there. It's pretty good. All right. Very refreshing lemons, aren't they? Right. Knight of Cups. Seven of Wands. The Empress. Page of Swords. Four of Swords. The Fool. Temperance. Nine of Swords. Okay, so we are getting some cards which came out in pile one here. So the Empress and Temperance I certainly had in pile one. There could be a connection there if that resonates for you. So let's take a look, see where we're going. Passion and emotion coming here for me. All right. Okay, so this could be a very specific message for somebody here. Remember, this is a group reading, so not all of the messages may resonate for you. Some of them will, some of them won't. Maybe all of them will, maybe none of them will, in which case it's not your pile. Do you know what I'm seeing here? I'm actually seeing a romantic interest being able to come forwards, finally. Maybe somebody that you've been waiting for, maybe a third-party situation, a love triangle, something like that, where you've been waiting, you've had to be very patient. Maybe people have told you not to pursue this person, saying, oh no, it'll be a nightmare, nothing, it'll never work out. It feels like that's possible. That could be literally the situation, just for a very specific group. Watching here, a very specific group of people within group 3. Okay, that's very specific. But I'm seeing new beginnings here. New beginnings despite what your conscious mind may be telling you, making decisions, choices, despite following your passion, your dream. And it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. I feel for others it could be a job, a connection, a opportunity, something completely different. And I'm drawn to my tea leaf cards over here, my new tea leaves. I haven't had these very long. I think I've only used them once in a reading so far. I really want to pull some tea leaves for you. Crown. Cup. and dagger. Yeah, that's what I want to say. I think people will respect you for having stuck to your guns. I feel like something's going to come around for you that you've been waiting for. Perhaps other people told you were stupid to wait for it, or foolish, or that it wouldn't work out. You know, it could be a relationship, like I said, where somebody was already connected or it wasn't an ideal situation and everyone said, oh, it'll never work out, or a job, a course of study, some other opportunity. You know, maybe your family or parents didn't approve of a path that you wanted to follow in life, but it was your path. It was what you had to do to feel whole, to feel like yourself. Okay. And it feels like it's been emotionally draining and emotionally very difficult as well, with the solar plexus of our yellow friend Pom Pom Pure in here. I'll just tickle him under the chin there. I just wanted to do that there. Okay, honour and respect will come to you with the crown. Yeah, I do feel people are going to have a lot of respect for you for following through on your dream and for not giving up, even when other people tried to tell you to do that, even when your own conscious mind was doubting everything, your ego mind was doubting everything. I feel like you kept going regardless, and I feel like because of that you are creating this new future for yourself, which is actually going to be how you want it. I'm not going to say it's going to be the easiest future necessarily, no. And I think you've had to have a lot of blind faith here as well, and there may still be battles to be fought as well. I see you didn't choose the easiest path, group 3. All right, I relate to that. I respect that. You didn't choose the easy path, and I think possibly you never have chosen the easy path in your life either. And there could be reasons for that. Maybe you didn't have the best start in life, so the easy path was never really an option for you. You went to the school of hard knocks, you know, lots of us did. With the dagger here, and it's interesting, the dagger is almost exactly the same energy as the 9 of Swords. Fear, worries, tense situations. The 9 of Thoughts. That's what it should be called. 9 of Swords should actually be called the 9 of Thoughts, because it is about thoughts running away with you, overthinking, nightmares, worry. The 9 of Thoughts here with our dagger. And I just want to talk about the Buddhist story that my meditation teacher taught me when I was studying to be a mindfulness meditation teacher when I was studying Zen. Which I'm no expert in in any way, shape or form, but I find this story really interesting. It's that, you know, difficult situations will always happen, but suffering is optional, okay? And it's the story of the 2 daggers. So when something bad happens to us, it's like, you know, the world stabs us with a dagger, something bad has happened. And then instead of helping ourselves, we take a second dagger and we start stabbing ourselves with it. And the second dagger is our thoughts telling ourselves how stupid we are for letting that happen, or beating ourselves up about what's happened. It's about controlling the mind so it doesn't become a second dagger when a first one has actually been stuck in our side, which we could have done without. And it is about the trials of life and about how our mind can make everything so much worse. So, yeah, dagger's kind of weird, but there you go. Anyway, we've got sword energy here. So, cups. And it's interesting, the cup. It actually says you should accept valid criticism. Oh, yes, perhaps, but perhaps the criticism wasn't valid. Maybe you were criticised unfairly by people who couldn't see your vision, couldn't understand your standpoint, couldn't understand your passion for what it is that you wanted. With the Knight of Cups, I do want to talk about following your passion. And cups in the tarot, of course, are about, this is a teacup, I've been drinking tea the whole way through. But it reminds me of the Ace of Cups here as well, which is an exciting new beginning, but it's a beginning which has a lot of emotion, a lot of passion, and it can be something that we hold very dear to our hearts as well. So I feel like you're either about to overcome all of this or you have overcome all of this. So it could be something that's already happened, or it could be a situation that's about to pass for you. So very exciting energy for you here. We'll just get another couple of cards. See what's coming up. 5 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. Okay. All right. Yeah. So it could be a bit of a double-edged sword. It could be a bit of a double-edged sword, this success or this new start, this victory, whatever it is, this passion that you've been following. Because some people may step away from you. They might not agree with what you've done, what you're doing. You may find yourself feeling a little bit left out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles. That can be the energy. But fives generally in the tarot are temporary energies. They will pass. It's not something that's going to hang around for too long. Maybe you have suffered the judgment of others and you've kept going regardless. Page of Wands, yes, learning, communication, passion, following that passion, still learning how to handle this new situation that you're finding yourself in. Maybe there are things you need to learn. Maybe you need to go back to school, you need to study if it's a work situation. Maybe you've started a new business and realised, oh my goodness, there's all these things I don't know that I need to learn. You know, maybe if it is a new relationship, it could be learning about the other person. Maybe you didn't know as much about them as you thought you did before you got together, you know, and there's all these things you need to learn. And maybe there are people who are opposed to you coming together, to your relationship, and that may just be something to deal with, but that will only be temporary. It will take some time to move forwards, and I think truths will need to be said to some people who have opposed you, or perhaps even shunned you for some people. Now, I don't want you to be scared of this, pile 3, okay? Just be aware that for some of you, it's not going to be the easiest situation, but I think you're doing it because it's worth it, because that's what you choose. I respect that. Your spirit guides respect that. The universe respects that. Okay, so make sure you have the support, the love from people who will support you. Okay, even if you have to pay for that support, to pay to have a counsellor to be there with you, to walk you through this path, even if everybody in your family, in your friend group disagrees with your decision, but you knew it was the right thing for you. Make sure you've got somebody in your corner supporting you through this time, because you're strong, but you still need help. Okay, your spirit guides are here to support you as well. They are very much here to guide you through this. I'm actually going to move to this deck immediately. I want to just bring in a message here for you. The world, yes. It's like your vision is bigger than everybody else's. Perhaps you come from a small town, small village, a country or a community that's a little bit small-minded. Maybe you're much more of a visionary and they just simply don't understand you. Okay, don't understand what you want to do in life, how you manifest your opportunities, how you make your dreams come true. Maybe there's envy there as well, because you feel like quite a special, different type of person, my group 3. So I want to say, don't worry, you've got this. Not the easiest time coming up for you, but you can absolutely get through this. Make sure you have people who care about you in your corner. Make sure you're keeping yourself healthy, well balanced physically, emotionally, mentally, as much as you can, getting plenty of rest. And also don't let your mind beat you up, all right? Work on staying in the now, staying in the moment. So it might be a good time to read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. If you haven't already, get that book. I like showing books on this channel. Right, The Power of Now. I'm like the spiritual librarian. I have so many books. I've got so many bookcases. It's just insane. But I love them and I need them all. They're my emotional support spiritual books. And yes, I have read them all. Most of them. Except the ones I haven't. But I will. Plane. Okay, so there could be some travel. You could be about to relocate. You could have already relocated. You may need to travel distances, or it may just be a journey in the mind. Maybe you are literally moving to a different plane, to a higher plane of existence. So we could have a metaphorical message here as well, because I'm very drawn to Bringers of the Dawn for you. I don't know why. This book just came into my head. Bringers of the Dawn, Teachings from the Pleiadians by Barbara Marciniak, which I have read. This is beautiful. It's part of a series of books. Very drawn to this one for you. See if it resonates. I got it secondhand. I'm not sure if it's still in print, if you can still get it new. Connection to the Pleiadians, the Pleiadian star system here for you, which seems to be quite important. So you could be somebody that resonates as a star seed, or you know, feels they are a star seed, had an origin on different planets or lifetimes on different planets, which many of us did. So very exciting energy here. On the bottom, I've got patience. Slow down, change your attitude, clear your mind. Yes, clearing your mind is the important bit here if we can. Or at least get those difficult thoughts under control. I don't expect you to be able to clear your mind completely, because no one can do that. That's ridiculous. Patience on 24/6. 24/6 is the master builder number. Wonderful number for manifesting. 36/9, also a very powerful manifesting number. So you are so in control of your life right now. even if the things that are happening to you are very seemingly improbable and the people around you don't understand, you understand on a deeper level. You know what's happening. You're following your gut, you're following your instincts, you're following your higher wisdom, higher knowledge, and you may be guided by loved ones, family, ancestors, actually from different star systems at this time as well. Maybe you've sensed them, maybe they've shown up to you in your meditation or in your spiritual work or just in your dreams. Very beautiful energy coming through here. This is a very spiritual pile, this one. Very spiritual, quite different to pile 1 and 2. Okay, but Pom Pom Purin is different. He's a dog. I can't tell you what happened in pile 1 and pile 2. You have to go and look and see what the plush toys were there, because I'm not going to tell you. I don't want to spoil the surprise. 38, create space. 38, 11, 2. 11, 2 is the pillars of the temple, high priestess, higher knowledge, understanding duality, understanding the deeper lessons of the physical realm that we live in and transcending them as we reach 38. Transcending them and being able to create something new, creating new energetic experiences, new spiritual experiences, stepping up to a higher plate and taking on the mantle of the spiritual teacher. That's what I've got for you, my group 3s. Wow. Who knew that Pom Pom Purin meant all that? Good dog. Right. 24, wellness. We've got another 24. Okay, 24-6, master builder number. Yes. Yes, you're an extremely powerful manifestor. You can make things happen in your life, and you've been proving that to people, okay? And you will continue to prove that to people. There is a little reminder here to take care of your physical body, like I was saying. Make sure you're getting enough rest and sleep and food and water and exercise and stretching and going to the doctor and all of those good things, you know. Energetically, we've got the flower of life behind there as well. So it feels like you are a creator, an innovator here. You're somebody who creates the new in this realm. But you bring through wisdom from other realms as well and help people to let go of old patterns that hold them back. So you could be a counselor, you could be a guide, you may work as a psychic. Obviously, you're going to be very intuitive, very psychic if you're in this group, whether you're aware of that or not, I'm telling you. You could be, you know, somebody who guides others, I want to say. Yeah. 22, divine animals. 22, the feet of the goddess. Beautiful number. We have just passed Lion's Gate. I'm filming this in August, about a week after Lion's Gate, which this year I was calling Dragon's Gate. Now remember, this reading is timeless, so it doesn't matter when you're finding it, but that is the energy coming through into this reading, the energy of Lion's Gate. 22-4, the feet of the goddess. So it does feel very much like manifesting, using the divine feminine energy. So giving birth to new ideas, new situations, perhaps literally children coming into your life, you know, adopting children, having children, being connected to children, taking care of children, fostering children, you know, whatever's right for you, if that's something that you wish to do. Or it could be looking after animals, for example, fostering dogs, cats, animals, rats, you know, rabbits, guinea pigs. Those that need you, the beautiful connection to animals, but also to young people coming through very strongly here. So it'll be different for everyone, of course. So take it as it resonates for you. Okay, beautiful energy here. And again, with the lovely lion. So the lion, Leo, the sign of Leo is ruled by the sun. The sun is also connected to the solar plexus chakra that I was talking about at the beginning, because Pom Pom Purin is yellow. So again, connection to the sun. Sunlight could be very helpful for you as well. So if you haven't been getting enough sunlight, going outside enough, there could be a nudge there to do that. Okay. Let's see what else we have for you, my group 3s. I have to say, this is the most interesting pile so far. This is really fascinating. They've all been different, and I love doing these readings, but this is fascinating. Happy Poppet, I am enough. Oh, there's just a little reminder here for your inner child, for when you have those doubts, especially if other people are not being supportive of you or haven't been supportive of your choices, that you are enough, you are following your inner wisdom, your inner love, and your inner child knows what she wants, he wants, knows what they are doing. And I don't take poppet to mean poppet as in voodoo, I take it to mean poppet as in the term of endearment for a small child. I am enough. Bake magic cookies. Take that as it resonates. I can give good things to myself and others. There are some meanings there which I'm not going to say on YouTube. Okay. Right. 26. Seeds of power. Yes, from tiny things, big things can grow. And flying broom. I can let go of my mistakes. Okay. There are no mistakes as long as we learn from them. So very much about baking things, planting things, letting go of old mistakes, knowing that you're enough, knowing that you're good enough, stepping into this new empowered energy. Look at the glow from this flower. It's like it's glowing in the dark. It has its own light. And this is you shining your light for others now, blazing a trail, I feel, doing things differently, doing things your way. And that seems very important for you guys, group 3. We're going to get some more tea leaves because I just want to drawn to those for you. Oh, what have we got here? Cane and candle. Pay attention to your health. That's what I was saying. Make sure you're looking after your physical body. So if you need to go to the doctor, go to the doctor. If you need an appointment with the chiropractor, make an appointment with the chiropractor. You know, go to the dentist. Whatever it is that you need to do, make sure you're doing it. Okay, candle. You will be shown the way. Yes, I do feel like the light of inspiration will be guiding you forwards, but you will also be a light for others. And carriage. Okay, a journey, either physical or mental. Yes, and I'm very drawn to the Chariot from the tarot for this one. And again, it is about forward movement. It is about I have shuffled these. Obviously I haven't shuffled them that well because they're still coming out in letter groups, but I rather like the letter group. Maybe the letter C is important to you. Maybe it shows up a lot in your name. Maybe it's one of your initials. So these are really hard. Seriously, these are really hard to shuffle unless you literally throw them on the floor, which I'm not going to do. Yeah, a journey. So it does feel like you are on this journey, but you are a trailblazer. You will be a light to others. You will be a light in the darkness to others, perhaps going through similar difficult experiences, which maybe feel like a dark night of the soul, which maybe feel as though they've been abandoned, forsaken by others that they thought they could rely on, that they thought would always have their back, that would love them, who have turned on them. You know, I do feel you're supporting other people. For some people, you may support addicts. You may be someone who helps people with PTSD, with other with trauma. You know, on some level, you are such an important guide, manifestor, creator in this lifetime. And a card just fell on the floor, so we're going to find out what it is. And now I'm dropping everything. Okay, let's try not to drop everything. Oh yeah, pale. There's a bucket being knocked over. Let's try not to cry over spilt milk here is what I want to say. Time to get out of a situation. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Getting out of a situation or getting into a situation. So, and it may not be the choice that other people thought you were going to take. You may be leaving a marriage, leaving a job that everyone says you're crazy to be leaving. To be with someone else, to do something else, to be something else, to go somewhere else where your heart is leading you, your intuition tells you to go. And that can be a very difficult thing to do, to go against the grain, go against the family, the community, to feel like an outcast. But perhaps you've always felt like an outcast, so it's something that you are more able to do than the average person. So we're going to get you a guardian angel card here. All right. Balance. Difference is hang on, there's a word missing. Difference is a necessary part of human evolution. Yes, it is. That's what I was saying. You're different, forging a different path. And everything in life is comprised of opposites. Yes, it is. And that is the point of this 3D realm. We are here to experience duality, the opposites of things, light and dark, hot and cold, good and bad, or what we consider to be good and bad. Male and female, for example, the opposites, the polarities. Even our Earth has its polarities. It has the North Pole and the South Pole, doesn't it? So we are here to experience and understand those opposites, to bring them together and to reconcile them within ourselves, within our hearts, so that we can evolve as a species. So everything in life is comprised of opposites, which together make life whole. If you light a candle, where's the candle? In a room, already flooded with light, the light of your candle would be indistinguishable from the light which already exists. Because of darkness, we are able to perceive light. Both are necessary. both are necessary. I actually used a very dark tarot deck for you guys. I used the Midnight Magic, which is one of my favourites because, you know, I'm obsessed with mushrooms right now for some reason. And I do feel like you've either done or are doing a lot of shadow work, or you may be somebody that guides other people through their shadow work. And by shadow work, I mean dredging through the darkness of our own psyche, the things that we've hidden, repressed, buried, didn't want to look at, digging them up, integrating them, healing them, hugging them and loving them like this child with her little heart-shaped cushion here, and integrating them back into ourselves. So it feels like you are a very special integration worker here on Earth at this time. Not everyone's going to understand you and understand your choices, and that's just going to have to be okay, because there are many layers to you. And I keep looking at my Russian dolls every time I say that. I've got some, let me show you my Russian dolls. I've got some Russian dolls up here. Here's one of them. Here's the other one I just got this weekend. Aren't they cute? Very sweet and sparkly. But like Russian dolls, there are many layers to you that most people don't get to see, but you will help to unpack those different layers in yourself and other people. And through your own experiences and understanding of self and own healing, I feel you're going to help other people on that journey too. So my amazing group threes, I'm losing my voice for some reason, so I think that's the end of the reading. I think I've said enough. I think my guides have made their point. Pom Pom Purin thanks you for attending. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, or he'll be very annoyed. Don't upset Pom Pom Purin. If you feel drawn to another reading, please do, of course, feel free to watch or to another pile. I will see you again soon. You take very, very good care of yourself, sending you so much love. Bye-bye.